everybody, and welcome to another episode of Committing Gaming. I'm Soul Slayer, and in my last video I told you guys about a video that I was making about my layout for Iron Banner. And then I'll go over, after I show you what I ran, I'll go over all the strategies I had for Iron Banner. Alright, so if we get into this, I actually run my Titan. The reason I run my Titan is because you have the Defender class. Now, the bubble is invaluable when it comes to Iron Banner to lock down positions. If we go into this, first off, I run the magnetic grenade. It's really, really useful when it comes down to a guy standing outside your bubble and you're not going to be able to pop out of your bubble to get the shots off to kill him. If you just pop out, toss the magnetic grenade, sticks to him, hop back in, and he goes boom, and you're all set. I run the middle jump, increase control. You get to fly around the map a bit easier. You don't have to worry about missing and falling off the map. This is the really important piece. Armor of Light. Now, most people would say you want your teammates to be able to hop in, grab a shield, hop out, and be useful later on. But the thing is, you're more effective if you can stay alive inside of your bubble. Now, Armor of Light, if I have that equipped, I've had 3 people run into my bubble at the same time, be shotgunning me and punching me. I can punch every one of them out and still be alive in my bubble with plenty of health left. So I feel that this perk is invaluable. Gift of Light. While Force Barrier is active, all your melee kills create orbs of light. This is really effective for Iron Banner because you need to be cycling your supers. Everyone needs to be running at peak performance so that once your bubble is down, it drops down, you create the 2 orbs of light. Now, when somebody comes into your bubble, first thing you do is you punch them. And then when you punch them and kill them, the Gift of Light enables. And then everyone else that comes into your bubble after that, you punch them down and, hey, more orbs. Then the people that are defending it with you can Golden Gun, Nova Bomb, all that kind of stuff to keep you protected while you're in your bubble. And then I have a good ratio with the armor, recovery, and agility, so that you have a decently high armor. Recovery is alright, and then agility, so you can actually catch up with the people that you're trying to kill. And then increase the duration of Ward of Dawn is really, really useful because then, the longer your bubble's there, the longer you can hold the point. And then for the last one, I feel that Iron Harvest and Untouchable are pretty much interchangeable. It really depends if you're running with a team or by yourself in the Iron Banner. If you're running with a team, you're going to get your heavy, and I'll show you which heavy I run, and this is actually really effective. If you run your heavy, then you can create orbs of light with every kill. Then, again, back to the cycling your supers. It helps everyone out. But if you're running alone, the Untouchable, reduce the cooldown time of Ward of Dawn, then you can keep popping your bubble in the same locations, and it's really effective to keep yourself alive. Alright, so now if we go over to the weapons, Abyss Defiant. The reason I run Abyss Defiant is because it is the closest auto rifle to Suros with the slow rate of fire and the high damage output per round. The reason I run this instead of the Suros is because then it's a legendary. It frees up your exotic slot, so then I can then run Icebreaker afterwards. Now, the reason I run Icebreaker is because I use Icebreaker at medium to long range. I don't just use it at long range. Don't get me wrong, it is really effective at long range. But this thing thrives when you have other people shooting your enemy along with you, because if they have any kind of damage on them at all, Icebreaker is a one-hit kill no matter where you hit them. You don't need the headshot if somebody else has put a single round in them. It's really effective. And then after that, I run, as I stated in our previous video, Jolder's Hammer. Jolder's Hammer is my favorite PvP heavy. Now, the reason I say this is because it has it has just a really low rate of fire for a light machine gun. All right, now let's move on to the armor. I run the raid helmet because of one key thing: increased melee attack speed. That is really effective for when you have the bubble up and you have multiple guys come into your bubble and they want to kill you. If you don't have your shotgun out, like I run with my icebreaker, then you can melee them all down because you have armor of light on and you can withstand a large amount of damage. I run Ruin Wings, also known as Heavy Wings. The reason I run the Heavy Wings is because if I get that heavy, I'm going to have more rounds. More rounds means the longer I can keep Jolder's hammer going. The longer I can keep Jolder's hammer going, the longer I can hold a location. So it helps out the team a lot. And then I have the raid chest piece and the raid boots just so I can reach the level 32 cap. Alright guys, that's it for the layout of what I run. Now to talk a little bit about strategy. My strategy for Iron Banner, which I think from telling you all this kind of stuff you get a good idea of what I do. I run in, I hold a location, and then I stay put. I don't leave that location. Everyone else is going to be running around trying to cap the locations, kill the guys, and all this kind of stuff. If you can keep a location by yourself, then that's one less location the rest of the team needs to worry about. If you can sit there, your bubble's not ready, you whip out the icebreaker. The icebreaker's there. People are going to be spawning on your location because your location is the stable location. So, a lot of times what happens, somebody spawns in, they hang out there for a minute or two, there's an enemy that runs up on your location. So, my friend that's standing beside me shoots off a couple rounds, I hit him with icebreaker once and he's dead. That threat is gone. Then, once your bubble is up and ready, then you can toss down your bubble, and then all you need is your fists at that point because they're gonna try to challenge your bubble because I run the raid helmet. Now the thing is, if I ran the helm of Saint 14, no one would challenge. Everyone would see the helm and be like, no, I'm gonna be blinded once I get in there. So I don't actually run this helmet for zone control. Now, a lot of people would say, why would you do that? Then they'll stay outside your bubble, you'll be able to stay alive longer. But no, I want them to challenge because I want to eliminate that threat as soon as possible because if my bubble runs out, I'm a sitting duck. Because more often than not, if there's one enemy by you, there's probably another. So you're not going to be able to stand there without a bubble and no overshields to be able to actually kill both people. So, I don't run Helm of Saint 14 based on that theory. And it seems to work for me so far. Now, once heavy comes into play, I actually sit there without a bubble. I save my bubble for when it is needed. When it comes to Jolder's hammer, I'm able to sit there, watch my radar, know roughly where they're going to be coming from, aim down that way, and then 2 shots later they're dead. Jolder's hammer is really good about killing them with the least amount of ammunition. Alright guys, I think that's it. That was everything I really wanted to cover in this video. I hope I was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. And all you gamers out there, stay committed.